What's going on, guys? It's your boy Ethan. Hope you're having a great day out here in Vegas. Last day here, and we're hanging with our boys Justin, Caroline,
hello,
Stone. If you haven't checked out this guy's YouTube channel already, Justin Escalano. Figure it out, all right? 1340, right?
Man.
1340. Let's fucking go. Last day here in Vegas. We'll see what the fuck's going on. We might play in a PLO game with our boy Joey.
I really don't want to play this PLO game.
He's definitely just gonna take all of our money, but honestly, it's good for the vlog. It's good content, right?
It's not good for the vlog.
It's not good for the bankroll, but
Joey just deletes our money.
It's good for the content, not good for the bankroll.
If Joey makes us play PLO, we're gonna make him play Baccarat.
Oh, we'll make him play Hold'em. Fuck that.
Oh,
take him out of our element. High noons, obviously favorite drink, 100%. Cheers, man. Here, downtown Las Vegas on the Strip, and it's a good time. So we'll see how today goes. I don't really know what's going on, but we'll have a good time. Enjoy the video. We'll see how it goes. So, we made our way to the Aria. It's midnight right now. I have a flight in about 7 hours. We're starting our session now. We're on the 1-3 game, and wish us luck. We'll see how it goes. I've never started a session this late, but we're on 1-3. Hopefully we'll jump up to 2-5 and maybe 5-10 if it goes well. But for now, we're at 1-3, repping the Johnny vibes, embracing the grind. Let's try to run it up in Aria. Last night in Vegas. Let's live it up, man. Buying into the 1-3 for $300. First hand in, we have 8-9 of hearts in the small blind. The hijack opens it up to $10. The cutoff makes the call, and if I wasn't already aggressive enough, after a few drinks in me, hyper aggression incoming, we 3-bet to $55, and only the hijack player, the pre-flop raiser, makes the call, so heads up out of position. The flop comes king, 6, deuce, 2 hearts. I take a look at his stack, and it looks like he has just under $200 behind. And first hand of the day, we are starting it hot with our flush draw and 2 unders. We rip it all in for pretty much 175 effective. He thinks about it and quickly makes the call. Oh my god, let's try to improve. The turn comes a 6, and the river, the bink, 10 of hearts. We show our 9-high flush, and just like that, we're taking it down, first hand in, stacking an opponent. Second hand, picking up pocket 8s in the cutoff. I open it up to $12. We get the button and small blind to make the call. Going to a flop 3 ways, which comes Jack 8-3 all spades. Middle set, pretty good start. Here the small blind checks to us, and having the table seen what I just did the hand before, maybe we can try to capitalize on our image. I decided to rip it all in. $250 effective into a $36 pot. Unfortunately, both players quickly make the fold, but clearly we are playing some ridiculous poker right now. Next spot we go with King Queen of Spades in the small blind. There's an on-the-gun player who limps, and the next player to act raises to $15. The cutoff makes the call and actions onto me. Here in the small one with an actual legitimate hand this time, I'm actually going to take the lower variance route, just make the call here, and the undergun player calls, so we're going multi-way to this flop. The flop comes King 10-3 Rainbow. The pre-flop raiser throws out a c-bet of $35. It folds to me, and because this player was on the other side of the table, I actually thought that this was 55. Yeah, clearly, like I said, to reiterate, I'm not 100% here. Anyways, I decided to raise it up to $175. This is the same player I stacked in the first hand. So here with King Queen, pretty decent kicker, I would say here. Definitely reasonable to bloat up the size of the pot out of position. So I raised to 175 thinking it was 55, but clearly it's a huge raise over his $35 c-bet. So here this player tanks for quite some time. He bought in for $300 in his stack essentially and decides to rip it in after some thinking. I'm obviously not folding once I raised this amount. Let's hope we're ahead, so we make the call. The run out comes a 9 on the turn and a total blank on the river. The pre-flop raiser shows King Jack, and we are going to take him down, out-kicking him with our King Queen. We stack him again, and we are sitting with a pretty big stack now. Next, looking down at ace-9 of spades on the button, there's a hijack open to $15, and in position, could go either way, 3-bet or call. Here, I decided to just flat for no real particular reason. Heads up to a flop, which comes Queen-Jack 4 Rainbow. He checks to me and totally whiffing this board. No need to bet. I check it back in position. Turn comes the 3 of spades, brings in that backdoor flush draw, and he checks to me for a second time. I fire a bet of $20 now with our draw. He makes the call. The river is the miraculous 6 of spades, getting there runner for the flush. He checks again, and I just overbet $200. Yeah, it didn't work out though, unfortunately. I don't know why you wouldn't call the $200. He folds, and you know, with the nuts, we're good. Next spot we get involved in, pocket tens in the cutoff. I open it up to $12. The small blind 3 bets to 30, and now back to me. Here, just going to be defending. I felt like this player was going to have a pretty narrow 3-betting range, especially out of position. So obviously never folding, I make the call. The flop comes King Jack 5 Rainbow, and unexpectedly, she puts in the check. With pocket tens here, 2 overs on the board, just really can't do much, so I just check it back, hoping to get the showdown. Turn comes the 5 of clubs, brings in that backdoor flush draw, and now she throws out a bet of $40. Pretty confused with this action. I'm not really sure why she's going to be checking flop and now betting 2/3 pot on the turn here, but maybe she could have ace-queen, club draw. Not really sure how tight the 3-betting range is, but tight enough. I just call here, being a little too sticky. The river is the 6 of clubs. The draws get there. She looks at my stack and fires out $100. Can't do much here but fold, so we are moving on. Next spots, we have ace-jack offsuit on the button, and I open it up to $12 when action folds to me. Only the big blind calls, so heads up to a flop. Flop is 10, deuce, 3, 2 hearts. Not really great for us, but when she checks to us, not really going to c-bet with decent amount of showdown equity. I check. Turn is another deuce. She throws out a bet of $15, and with ace-jack high, we decide to just defend here. Going to a river, which is a jack. That's beautiful. She checks, and given my image so far, I'm going to go with the theme of continuing to overbet. So with top now, I size up to $75, hoping that she has a 10. She thinks, makes the call, and I show my pair of jacks, and looks like we are good. On to the next hand with King Jack offsuit on the big blind. There are 2 limpers to me, and we are not going to be friendly at this table. No way. I size up to $15 as a raise. One of the limpers make the call, who is super short stacked, so we're going to go to a flop out of position. Flop comes ace, king, 5, 2 diamonds. I check. He throws out a bet of $20. Like I said, he has less than $100 in his stack. So whatever. I just make the call for 20 with second pair. We'll evaluate on the turn. Turn comes a 3. Nothing really changes. I check. Once again, he bets $15. And yeah, we're still not folding for 15. We call, thinking we're getting milked in here. River is a 7. Once again, nothing changes. I check. He bets 15 again. I have to call 15, and he shows us Jack 10 offsuits for Jack high. What in the world is going on? I'm not sure, but we will take down the spot. Lastly, ace 9 offsuit on the button. Once again, action folds to me, so we're opening things up. I open to $12, and only the big blind makes the call. Heads up to the flop, which comes ace 8, 8, 2 spades. She checks to us, and although I could certainly fire out a c-bet here, I don't know. Decided to just balance a little bit and check. Try to play this a little bit more trickily-y, if that's a word. Anyways, turn comes the 10 of spades. Once again, she checks here. Definitely mandatorily need to bet. So I decided to overbet $55 with our pair of aces. Charge the max for spade draws. I think I can get 10x to call. Like I said, given my image, it's pretty out there. She thinks and makes the call. The river now is the ace of diamonds. Perfect. We've got the second nuts, and we're feeling great. Even better, she fires out a bet of $75 with $200 behind. This is music to our ears. Not really sure what she could be betting out with, assuming that we might just be chopping a lot of the time. But anyways, I decided to Hollywood just a little bit and put in the jam. Once I'm all in, she thinks about it and ends up putting in a chip for a call. We show our ace 9, and aces full is going to take this down. She mucks her hand, and maybe she called with a pair of 10s? I'm not entirely sure, but we will scoop this one our way. Wraps up this video. We played for 3 hours, and it's 3 a.m. right now, and we've got a flight at 11 a.m. so a flight in 8 hours. It's not too bad. I'll get like 6 hours of sleep, but end results, we were in the game for 300. We got a little reckless in the 1-3. Let me tell you that. A little drunk, a little reckless. In for 300, out for 1072, and overall really great time. I love the 1-3 game. The 1-3 game loves me back. Unfortunately, the 5-10 does not love me back. But that's going to wrap up our Vegas session. Nice to end it off in a dub. And really cool to meet everyone I met this weekend. And I'll be back. More Vegas vlogs coming for sure. Anyways, thanks so much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed, especially if you didn't pass in this video. And I'll see you guys next time. Next time we'll be back home, probably at Boston Billiard. Running things up again. Let's do it.